Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
Authorities in Grant and Ottertail counties have received a number of calls from the public claiming a woman is coming to homes and knocking on doors. Authorities say the woman asks if they own a black lab, saying it's out on the road. Officials believe this woman is hoping that no one is home so she can enter for unknown reasons. The woman is described to be in her mid-30s with dark blonde hair, about 5'4" to 5'6", average build, tan complexion, and neatly dressed. A possible vehicle description is a dark-colored minivan. If anyone has experienced anything like this or has any other information, you are asked to contact police. Now on to a story that we have been following for you since police released information yesterday that human remains were found near the Red River in South Fargo. We have been working to try to figure out who the person is and if the case is suspicious. At this hour, police have not released any more information other than to say that they will be holding a news conference about the matter at 11 tomorrow morning. We will be streaming that conference for you live on our website, and we'll have all the latest as soon as it becomes available. Police in Valley City are looking for a man who they say has been missing for several days. Officials say 41-year-old Mark Davies was last seen on Friday night or Saturday morning. A neighbor says the last text they got from him was around midnight, saying he was leaving Catherine's bar and heading home. You're urged to contact police if you know where he is. After a cool start, we were hit with some much-needed sunshine today. Let's get the latest on this evening with Nathan in No Wait Weather.
Yeah, Andrea, I walked outside this afternoon and saw the sun, and it was a welcome sight to see. After a couple days of kind of a gloom and rain, and we can still see out and about on our Valley Sky Cam plenty of sun, maybe 2 or 3 clouds out there, but not much to be concerned about for this evening. Temperatures, we're at basically room temperature out there right now, 72 degrees, 70 for our friends in Moorhead. Still have a bit of a busy west wind there at 12 miles per hour, but the humidity is down to 46%, so it's a much more dry air coming in to our neck of the woods this evening. We're in the upper 60s in areas like Baudette, Bemidji, Detroit Lakes, mid-60s in Wadena. We're in the lower 70s in our western counties and lower to mid-70s up along the valley. So by and large, a fairly pleasant evening and plenty of clear sky out there. Maybe a few isolated showers up near the international border, but it is a perfect day for a Cashwise backyard barbecue. Hutch, I'm seeing plenty of sun and not too many concerns for us for our Wednesday evening as well. So how are things looking out there?
All right, I got to tell you, here in South Moorhead, we are enjoying and soaking up this beautiful weather at Jason Westholter's place. Where'd you sign up to win, Jason?
Moorhead Cashwise.
Very good. And where in the store was it?
Meat department.
Very good. Now, you got a big hungry group here. First and foremost, are you guys ready for steak?
We are.
All right. How'd you get invited? I mean, did you have to, like, do favors or?
No, he just wanted people here. So
Or did you just wander into the yard because it looked like something fun was going on?
We've never seen him before.
All right. So steak or hot dogs?
Steak.
Kids, steak or hot dogs?
Hot dogs.
Okay, all right. Well, it's unanimously even. I got to tell you, it's a great night for a Cashwise Backyard Barbecue. If you didn't see at 5, we drew for the winner of the Weber Grill. Coming up in a bit, we'll have your full forecast, and after that, we'll check in with our friends at Cashwise to see what they have in store for you this Labor Day holiday weekend. For now, back into the studio.
All right, thanks, Satcha. We'll see you soon. Storm preps are underway today in parts of Florida. Tropical storm Dorian is about 5 days away from possibly making landfall in Florida, and preparations are underway to ensure the safety of residents there in Polk County, Florida. Residents have been spending the day filling sandbags, preparing for the storm that is expected to hit Monday.
Our house, we have a lot of standing water right now near our garage. We just moved, so we have a lot of stuff in our garage, so we might be stacking it up there. Other than that, maybe the front door.
Officials say it is too early to determine the storm's exact path, but people in Central Florida aren't taking any chances. The Moorhead Police Department is asking for your help finding a wanted individual. Police say 25-year-old Kiani Moore has warrants for possession of 5th-degree controlled substance and property damage in Stearns County. Authorities say Moore is about 5'7", 185 pounds, with brown hair and green eyes. If you know where she is, you can call dispatch 451-7660. NDSU police took to Facebook to ask for the public's help in finding a man seen on surveillance cameras doing a wheelie on his motorcycle on campus. The post reads, "Do you know this white male with blonde hair on this yellow motorcycle? We'd like to chat with him about safe driving on campus." The post goes on to say that the driver could be facing a ticket. The post reads, "Just a reminder that the speed limit on campus is 15 miles per hour due to the high level of pedestrian traffic." If you have any information, you can call NDSU Police at 231-8998. 100 new election machines arrived this week in Burleigh County, and they'll be tested throughout the week. Auditor Kevin Glatt says the machines are more secure and user-friendly.
It's been nice having them delivered here on site because we've had a chance to play around with them a little bit, to everybody in the staff to get acquainted with the new machines.
The machines cost between $3,000 and $8,000 and were paid for by the state. Defense Secretary Mark Esper held his first press conference at the Pentagon after about a month at his post. The briefing comes as one of Esper's predecessors is speaking out about his time on the job while also criticizing the president. Katherine Johnson has more from the Pentagon.
Pentagon leaders batted down talk of a full U.S. troop withdrawal from Afghanistan as discussions continue between the U.S. and Taliban negotiators.
I'm not using the withdrawal word right now. Any agreement that we have moving forward, the president's been very clear, is going to be conditions-based.
Secretary of Defense Mark Esper also says the situation with Iran is much calmer after tensions ramped up earlier this summer over Iran's seizure of oil tankers. The U.S. and several other countries have launched Operation Sentinel, a joint effort to monitor waterways near Iran to ensure safe passage of ships and prevent provocation.
We are not seeking conflict with Iran. We want to engage with them. I'm not sure I'm ready to call the crisis over yet, but so far so good.
The last time a defense secretary held a news conference here at the Pentagon was exactly 1 year ago. That was former Secretary James Mattis, who resigned over policy differences with President Trump. Wednesday's media appearance from Esper comes the same day the Wall Street Journal published an essay from Mattis, which seemed to criticize the president's treatment of U.S. allies and the nation's political divisiveness. Mattis wrote, "A leader must display strategic acumen that incorporates respect for those nations that have stood with us when trouble loomed. All Americans need to recognize that our democracy is an experiment and one that can be reversed. Tribalism must not be allowed to destroy our experiment." Katherine Johnson, CBS News, The Pentagon.
Joint Chiefs of Staff Chair General Joseph Dunford is expected to retire in a few weeks. He refused to comment on the essay from former Secretary Mattis, though he did say he will never make judgments on a commander-in-chief and that he plans to remain apolitical. A forum on detention, deportation, and the crisis at the southern border in Minneapolis today. Congresswoman Ilhan Omar's symposium included 2 panels, a workshop and an evening forum to dive deeper into the immigration issues. The forum discussed current practices for detention and deportation and how they sweep longtime residents and even U.S. citizens into the penal system.
There is no good way to detain immigrants. We are treating people like criminals when they have not committed a crime. People at Sherburne County are detained for months, even years, without ever being able to go outside.
Omar says the policy from the Department of Homeland Security has exacerbated the crisis and led to grave human rights violations for thousands of people seeking legal asylum. Bison fans are eager to get this football season going. They are so fired up and taking over the Shields parking lot in Fargo for the NDSU block party. And that's where we find Valley News Live sports director Beth Poole live among the hundreds of fans out there. Hey, Beth.
Thanks, Andrea. Yeah, joined by Shields event leader Karin Olson. We're out here, and let's be honest, this is what folks are looking for right now. What time do people get in line to get these yard signs?
It started right before 3 o'clock today, which we knew that it would. Every year it's been a little bit crazy, so we're excited. This is quite a line. 600 of these for the first fans that join us. So 1 per person, 2 per house, which is NDSU's policy they had at Fan Day this year, which went over really well.
And you guys have more than just yard signs. So if you're sitting at home, if you already have your yard sign, don't hesitate to still come out here because there's plenty of other things going on out here as well in the parking lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Right behind us is going to be where the free food is. So we've got Deeks Pizza and Pepsi products for the first 1,000 people. We've also got the Pride of Bottineau, North Dakota, which is Pride Dairy. They've got ice cream for everybody too. And then of course the Front Fenders. Who doesn't love the Front Fenders? A great family-friendly show tonight. They're going to be kicking it off at 6 o'clock, and then we'll get Coach Entz as soon as he gets done with practice, which will be a little closer to 7.
And then, of course, if you're making the trek down to Target Field this weekend, they've got plenty of options, plenty of new gear to pick up inside Shields here on 45th. And if you're just hitting a bar, it's always a good opportunity watching this game. Grab some new gear. You guys got plenty of options this year.
Well, it's the perfect time of year to spoil yourself with something new. Maybe you need a new hat or a t-shirt with some fresh luck in it. And there's a big, beautiful store right over here behind us that we can help you out with that.
New head coach, bunch of new coaches, new starting quarterback. I think you need some new gear as well to go along with it. We'll be out here the rest of the evening helping kick off this kickoff week for Bison football. Reporting live, though, for now from Shields on 45th, I'm Beth Hool.
All right, thanks, Beth, for that live report. And a reminder to join us at 1:30 for the Farmers Union Insurance Bison football pregame show. We will have full 90-minute live show from Target Field, taking you up to kickoff between the Bison and the Butler Bulldogs at 3 on the KVLY and KFYR Bison Football Network.